Today I want to tell you some interesting things I just learned about the Book of Mormon from an article I recently read this week called The Book of Mormon and the American Revolution by Richard L. Bushman. It is published in Book of Mormon Authorship, New Light on Ancient Origins in 1982. Richard Bushman explains that the Book of Mormon is not a conventional American book. He claims that with all of Joseph Smith's American influence, he would not have been able to write a book that was so contrary to the new American beliefs in government. Bushman first shows how the American Revolution was depicted as heroic resistance against tyranny, and how the Book of Mormon does not reflect this view. In 1 Nephi 13:17-19, the revolution is depicted as the Americans were, quote, delivered by the power of God out of the hands of all other nations, end quote. Here there is no reference to American resistance. Similar examples in the Book of Mormon of God delivering his people are Alma under King Noah, the people of Limhi under the Lamanites, and Alma under the Lamanites. None of these examples do we see resistance or even a hero evolve. In all instances, they escape from bondage by fleeing. The second piece of evidence that Bushman uses is the belief that the American Revolution was portrayed as men being enlightened of their rights and then overthrowing their king. In the Book of Mormon, there is nothing of an enlightened people rising against their king. Usually the people were desirous of a king. Bushman's third point that he makes is that the government structure in the Book of Mormon does not correlate with the American government. For example, in the Book of Mormon, after the reign of King Mosiah, judges are set to govern instead of a king. At first, this does look similar to the American government, but it quickly slips back towards a monarchy. The chief judge is more similar to a king rather than an American president. This is because once the chief judge is elected, he never again submits himself to the people, and also selects his own successor. Unlike the American government, the reign of the judges shows no signs of checks and balances being implemented, no record of any impeachments, and no written constitution. In conclusion, the Book of Mormon is not a conventional American book. The critics Joseph Smith failed to touch the Book of Mormon and the attitude towards a revolution, monarchy, and limitations on power. I find it interesting that although the Book of Mormon does talk about the American Revolution in 1 Nephi, it talks about it in a different aspect than I, as an American citizen, view the revolution. I encourage all those who have questions about the Book of Mormon to actually read the Book of Mormon and take action on Moroni's promise found in Moroni chapter 10. Thank you.